This is a story that tells the truth of society. Along Victoria Harbour, we see skyscrapers in glamour and prosperity. A young businessman in his Brooke Brothers suit walks out of his office and is on his way to a Michelin star restaurant for his lunch. He has been there for countless times, but well, he still struggles to get there, whether in his Porsche or a walk. Porsche is good, except the traffic which he hates so much, but a walk, perhaps, is really not his thing. Anyway, today, as he has got new meetings in the afternoon, he decides to go for a walk, doing something different.
Excuse me, have you seen my phone? It's a white Apple 5S.
Sorry, mate, no. I was sweeping at the corner earlier and didn't see anything.
Well, I walked past the garden in your corner and then it's gone.
Oh, I'm sure there's nothing. Have you checked your pocket? It could be inside.
I have, but still no sound of it. No worries, I can always buy a new one.
New one? Are you sure? Do you need a phone now? I have mine. Mate, there you go.
That's very kind of you, but I'm really good. By the way, is that a smartphone?
No, it's not even a colored one, but it works, so I keep it.
But how do you go on the internet?
Internet? Of course I don't. It's expensive.
Well, it can be expensive if you use 4G, but I mean it's still cheap.
Well, it depends. For you, definitely yes, but it costs me a fortune.
So, for your job as a street sweeper, how much do you get paid?
$8,000, but there's no way I can make a living. I have another cleaning job at night.
You must work really hard then, I suppose. Where do you live then? I can't imagine that your wage can afford you to live in Central.
Well, I live in Kwun Tong, across the harbour. The rent there is $2,300 a month. I actually want a cheaper one, but they ran out.
Mine is more than $20,000 a month.
Well, mine's a cage home, a room no more than 20 square feet. I wouldn't think you would like to pay more than $2,300 for such a small room.
Really? I thought it was where the poor generations live in the old days, and no more exists now. So how does it look like?
Well, if you come over, you'll say it's very awful, just like a slum where you never want to sleep there again. Spider webs, broken pipes, insects. Some would rather go shower in the public bathroom, so you can imagine how bad it can be. But you know what? Sometimes I've thought of living on the street. I know it's weird to choose to be homeless, but ironically you get a room.
On second thought, may I make a call on your phone? I'm running late for my lunch reservation and I probably should make a call to make sure they're still holding the table for me.
Oh sure, here you go.
Hello? Yes, I made a reservation for 1 at 1:30. I may be slightly late, is that alright? Oh sure, great, see you then. Here, thanks for the phone.
Oh, no problem. I didn't know you have to make reservations for one person. That must be a pretty popular restaurant.
It's a new Michelin star restaurant, so people are curious to see how it is.
Michelin? Oh, I've never been to a Michelin restaurant in my whole life. The food there must be amazing.
I hope so. It's been well received by the critics from what I can tell. So what do you usually have for lunch?
Well, it depends on whether I have a night shift. But I usually do, so for lunch I go to 7-Eleven convenience stores for lunch and have a microwave meal. They're about $17 each.
Why don't you have lunch at a restaurant? I'm sure there are places where they serve decent yet affordable food.
My budget only allows me to have $20 for lunch, and nearly all restaurants charge more than that.
Oh, I never knew you have such a limited budget to spend on food every day. I feel bad for spending more than $500 every day just for lunch.
Well, life as a street cleaner is not as easy as many people think. Most have no idea how people under poverty line struggle to survive in the city with extreme disparity. The economic downturn and inflation really hits us hard. We used to eat more for less.
I'm sorry about that. By the way, have you thought of making packed lunch? for work, it can be more cheaper than buying instant meals.
No, the food prices are way too high, and also I don't have time to do it.
Well, I mean, there must be time when you cook yourself for breakfast or dinner. You can cook more and leave some for lunch.
But I'm just too exhausted to cook after long and long hours of work. Apart from that, electricity expenses have gone crazy, and not to mention is that the food is always ridiculously priced. My friend has been telling me that the fish she used to get with $60 and now $100 is too expensive.
Well, I suppose you can still look out for bargains at supermarkets. They also provide ready meals, so that perfectly fits you. Canned food is also an option.
They do bargains, but unfortunately it's much more expensive than it used to be, so canned food is not on my list anymore.
Anyways, I'm heading off to lunch now, but I'm still trapped to get there. Originally, I can drive in my Porsche, but I really don't want to get stuck in the traffic, so I walk. And now I'm late and have no clues how to get there apart from going on foot, since it is impossible to catch a taxi at lunchtime.
Have you not thought about public transport at all?
Not really, I haven't been on public transport for a really long time.
Wow, I can't imagine going anywhere without public transport. It's my only way.
It must be really difficult for you to balance your living expenses. I read in the news earlier this year that the Kowloon Multibus company has raised its prices by 5%, right?
Yes they did. And if they raise the price again next year, well, I might have to adjust my expenses all over again. And along with those for food and rent, but what matters most is how I can make my living now. Indeed, I just live day by day, and that's how I've been living for more than 20 years.
With government reserves of more than $700 billion, 1 of 6 of us still lives under poverty. Around 1 million people being desperate for their lives. Gini coefficient has been increasing, leading us to the top in the world. So, how would you choose your life to be? Live day by day?